Okay, our session is on, and I want to officially welcome you to tonight's session. Tonight's session is going to be a continuation of our last session, which is creating a project plan with ProjectLibre. So we finished creating a project plan, but we didn't master how to use ProjectLibre very well. There are some few features we didn't talk about, and I don't want to sweep it under the carpet, because once you become a project manager, you are expected to know some of those things, even if you are not being taught. So yeah, so I'm going to share my screen. Going to be a very brief lesson, but it's very important to me, and that's why I decided for us to have it. Okay, this is where we stopped last time. I encourage everyone to create this. Yeah, so now Christians have admitted he didn't do that. So because of this, I believe not only him, I believe so many of us might not have done this. So if you have taken your time to join this, I want you to take this bootcamp as the most important. If you really want a change in your life, take it extremely important. Create this project plan. You might think it's easy, but when you start it, it might not be easy. Or you might think it's very difficult. You are scared. When you start it, you will find out that it's not as difficult as you think. So I'm going to start from file here. All I just need to is talk about what this ProjectLibre can do very well. I told us this is open. You can open an existing project that you saved on your system, and this is for new. This is for new projects. You click here, that's a new project, and when you finish, you can use to save as. This is what all these things does. You can print, you can review, you can even convert it to PDF and print it out. And this is called Project Dialog. Project Dialog. If I click on it, you see, if you come here, these are all the projects I'm working on using this ProjectLibre at this point. So if you can, this means this is a multi-project plan. You can use it to work on so many projects at the same time. All you need to do is whichever one you want to work on, you select that one and you appear to work on that. So it's very important too. And another good news is that this company, they are extremely very serious. They've recorded a lot of updates recently on their cloud-based application, although it's not free. But I love product or company that I'm working with. I'm using their products to be updating their products regularly. It means they are very much alive and they are working hard. So this is Dialog. See it now, we have two projects here now. And another place I want us to be keep interest to be very much interested in this calendar. As a project manager, you might find yourself working in different time zones or working in different organizations with different culture. You might find your place where you got a job that what they do is weekend alone. They work only weekend. That's their project. So, but this is the standard working arrangement that they use to create this application is Monday to Friday. If you find yourself that is only weekend, then you have to create a customized calendar for your project plan, which you are going to apply only weekend. You see it here, it says standard. You see this is 24 hours and this is night shift. So what we are using here is standard. If you are not using standard, you find out your team what they do 24 hours shifts, you can use 24 hours. If you look at it now, 24 hours, it has highlighted on every day. 24 hours is going on. And if you night shift, you see night shift is, and if you go to standard, all the area you see on grays, they are weekend. We don't consider it as working days. And non-working time, you can use this non-working time. You can come here if you want to customize. You can come here and create a new customize. Click here. You see, you give it a name. And once you give it a name, you can say, create a new copy of the calendar standard. Okay, so means from here you can customize it the way you want to customize it, and you give it a name. Meaning that now we are using a custom-made calendar here. So, and if you here you see options. These options will tell you the standard we have is that the standard working period is 8 hours. 8 hours is 9 in the morning to 5. Then, if you find out your team, they are doing 12-hour shifts. If you come to here in UK, so many people are doing, their pattern of work is 12-hour shifts. If you find yourself in this environment where then this is where you can customize it. You come here, instead of 8 hours, you change it to 12 hours and you save. Then it means that this is no longer going to be 12 hours, 8 hours shift. It's going to be 12 hours. This where you can play around and customize this calendar. It's very important to know all these, that all these exist. Another thing I want to let you know is currency. Currency, the country where you are working is the currency that is going to appear. For instance, if you want to, if you are based in Nigeria, your company is based in Nigeria, your project plan is not going to be on pounds or on dollars. Yes. So if you come here, you see this here. The resource here is on pounds. So the standard rate here you see is pounds because we are here, we are planning from UK. If your project is in Nigeria, you cannot use pounds. True or false? Yeah. You cannot pay your workers in pounds if you are planning a project in Nigeria. So you must have to customize it to suit your country. And if you need to do that, this is where you need to. This is, you see global, you click on global, and you see here global, you see default, I saved it in United Kingdom. So if I go back to United States, look for, so you see countries here. Or say Nigeria and save. Yeah. Now you save it, it might not show immediately. When you try to open this project again, you see that this has changed from this to Nigerian currency. And that's the way, because you can plan project anywhere. So this is the main reason. So it's here from this global, it's Nigeria, that is our default country and currency. This means for currency. And yeah, so I want to change it back to when we see before. We can equal any of this country you select is going to change to their name. If you are starting, the default currency is United States US dollars. That is what is going to carry. This one has been United States US dollars, but I have to change it to, this is United States. I have to change it to UK. So once you change it, if I refresh this, if I close it and open it again, it's then going to bring US dollars. So start paying in US dollar. It's very important. You need to know that as a project manager. Because if you are making budgets in Naira and you are paying in pounds, I wonder how you are going to sustain that. So, yeah, that's captured. Then another one here is update. This update. If I click on this. Okay. Yeah, I'm still at go to Gantt charts. Should be so this update, you can use it to update the work you are doing. You can use it to capture projects or tasks. As these are tasks. As you are finishing these tasks, whichever one that is finished, you should just update so that people will know. For instance, they come here, you see this is October, this is update work as completed, and yeah, only just complete. So you can use this for updating tasks that you've finished, and it's important as well, so that whichever one you can equally use it for entire project. So that's this update. Let me see it from here as well. And to okay. So you can use updates to update the work as you progress. Any tasks you've completed, you go to the update and update that this is completed. And yeah, this I select this, you can just update that. Select tags. This tag selected can update if that is completed. And you come here and say, okay, when it's completed. So yeah. So this, all these little button you see here, they all have what they are doing. And we've talked about baselining, your project. So when we talk about baselining, this is baselining. I tell you that anytime you want to make an update, you need to baseline. For instance, after creating this project plan for the first time, you need to baseline it. We call it versioning, version control. You come here, you see, you can save this work, means you can update this project as many times as you see it here, as 11 times. Because you can see here we have 0 baseline. You see 1, 2, 3, 2. That's how much this can be. So if you make any change, you save it again. If you make another change, you save it again. So people will see how changes. For instance, the auditors, they want to review your work, they want to see how you started. So anytime you make change, for instance, if the duration of this project increased from 2 months to 4 months, then if you need to update and add that extra 2 months, you have to first baseline the original work, which is for 2 months, before you go on to create a new project that covers 4 months. And after creating the 4 months, you equally need to baseline it. That's what I call baseline. After baselining and you are not happy with your baseline, for instance here, if I want, let me baseline this so you see how it looks like. I'll baseline this as 1, and I'm baselining the entire project, and you click OK. Okay, now you see every task here has been baselined, meaning that you cannot change anything the way it is now. So that is it. It has been formatted. But after baselining and you are not happy, you can come back here and clear the baseline. Remove it. You come here, you select the one and clear it. You see it's clearing baseline, and so all this formatting I have done, I've removed it. It will go back to this original state. Meaning that this is what we call draft project plan. Draft means that it has not been approved. It's not yet ready for use. It's a draft. You can only use it when you baseline it. So after baselining it and you are not happy, you can still send it back to draft document and continue to add more work. Whenever you feel like you've done, you baseline it. Don't use any project plan that is not baseline. It's by standard. You can't use draft project plan. The only time you can baseline your project's plan is when you get approval from your line manager. Whoever, every project manager, you must get somebody you are reporting to. By standard, a project manager is supposed to report to a program manager. Every project should be under a program director who is looking after so many projects, or a project sponsor, somebody who hired you and paid the money financing the project. So they must have a copy of your project plan. It's their project. Yes, you are managing it, but it belongs to them. They need to have a copy. Once they are happy, you baseline it. And once you baseline it, it now becomes authoritative document you can use for your project. So, yeah. And we equally have filter here. So you can use it to select a date, finish date, a consulting or group. So you can use it to select completed or incompleted or duration. So this is equally a good tool for filtering if you want to have a view of a particular session you can use this to select the coders filter. Yeah. And yeah. Every other thing here, this is notes, can be making notes as well as you're working, can be making notes as well. And yeah. So just for us to get to know these features very well, and that's it. Try to play around, try to understand. Don't have mercy on this. When you try to understand, don't be scared of clicking. If you download it, it now becomes your personal property. It belongs to you. So don't go and start having mercy. We know what indentation and outdentation mean, which I've talked about. If you want to create these categories and subcategories of here, like fields and items or tasks on that, you use indentation and outdentation. And here I'll talk about it. If you want to insert a row, all these 1, 2, 3, all of them will call them rows. If I forget any item and I want to insert any item, I'll use insert. Come here and you can insert a new listing. You can equally right click. When you right click, you can insert new. So yeah. Another thing is right click. Can use right click for the indentation and outdentation as well. You can expand and collapse. So that's it. Think I've covered as many things I want to. We'll talk about this network, which is help you to know the critical parts. As you see the way this work is flowing, you see, and if come over here as well. This is work breakdown structure. Talk about it last time. You see every stages. So the breakdown structure is equally captured here. Yeah. And that's it. This is for charts, graph. You want to see your work in a histogrammic. Talk about it. Yeah. Or chart. Or tax usage. This tax usage. Want to know how much you've consumed, how much you've come off. That's tax usage. And this is the resource usage. This is their resources. And that's all I want us to know. Yeah, with this, I will talk about the reports. The report is here. You see a report here. Project reports. So once activities are going on, it will start showing on this report. So now you see there is no baseline, meaning if you put a baseline, it's going to appear here. That is a report. Actual starts, you have not started. So this is start, expected start and finish, but you've not started. Once you start, the actual starts, and that will when you put a baseline and actual finish will appear. And this is duration, scheduled. So this project is supposed to last for 64 days. So you see here, once we start working, you see how many days that is remaining. Baseline day, we have no baseline. Once we baseline, we will see the baseline day. And once you start working, you see the percentage completed. As we are updating your project, it will show how far you've gone. So if you want to print a report, they might want to ask you to print your report. This will help them to see how the progress is going on your project. This is cost. This is how many hours for this project. If you look at here, it's still work. Schedule hours. This project is expected to last for 576 hours. This is remaining, no workers, so it's still the same that is remaining. If you baseline, then you see the baseline and you see the actual remaining. If you come here, you see the cost. This project is our budget is 10,000, but you can see here, we plan this project on 6,001 something. So if we happen to finish this project with or complete this project with this price or this cost, it means we are saving the company almost £4,000. So you see it here, that is the cost. So I want to show you why this report makes a lot of sense while you start working. And here you see notes. All the notes you have been taking notes. For instance, people not attending meetings, you can be dropping them on notes. Anything that happened, you can just be making notes. This is I show you somewhere about notes. So every note you are making during your report is going to show all the notes you made is going to be captured on your reports. So, and if you come here, you can equally use this part of, if you want to select a particular resource information. So this is it, and can equally see tax information. It will show you everything. The task here will show. So if you want to add this as part of your report, which you need to print out, and equally print it out. So you see everything we are doing is captured now. All the tasks, everything we plan is captured. This is the report we are going to submit to stakeholders. And who does what? You see it here. If you come here, you see what everybody is doing here. Who does what? You see PM, you see what PM here is doing, and you can see these are all the things. And in this project, it means the PM is going to commit 136 hours on. You can see number of hours PM is committing on this. And you see how much hour a PM is committing on any task. You can see on some tasks, PM is going to spend like this 24 hours. PM is spending 8 hours, 16 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours. You see what they are doing. And if you come down, you see BA. What BA is doing, BA is going to spend 312 hours on this project. System design, BA is going to spend 80 hours. Software selection, BA is going to, CPA is doing requirement gathering, stakeholder identification, see what the BA is doing, and BA is working. None of this is half time, is full time in the days and start and finish of everything that BA is doing on this project, and that's it. And yeah, I'm looking for them. Okay, dev should be in page 2 and page 2. So let's look at page 2. So this is developer. This is developer. This is what developer is doing here. Developer is committing 128 hours. That's on page 2. And here, this is a software license. Software is not no hour here because it's a material resource. That's why it's captured as no hours. Yeah. So that's what you can do. This is under reports. Want to capture report on every, so you can use this filter to any part of them you want to print and the full project detail. So yeah, if you want to print, that's it. And if you click here, it will print on PDF. So, and that's it. I think we've captured enough of this, and yeah. Once you try to play around, you will learn it very fast. So the point for this class is that yes, creating a project plan is not enough. You need to know how you can use, because for instance, report now. I've seen project team. If I ask them, I want to see their reports, they will screenshot this. They will screenshot this project draft and send it to me as a report. No. If you want to do it more professionally, I've shown you how to send the project reports. That will make more sense. You want to send to stakeholders. Screenshotting this doesn't give me any statistics. I do not know what's going on, to be honest. But if you give me a report like this, give me this kind of report, you tell me how many hours the projects, for example, user who does what. It makes more sense to me. This is a more comprehensive report. I'm seeing what the project manager is going to do, see what everybody is going to do. When a project manager is starting, each of his start when finishing. And I've seen this, it will give me the courage or the impression that I'm in a safe hand, that the project manager have good plan for us. because this is showing me what everybody is doing, how much hours they are committing on every task, when they are starting and when they are finishing. So thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something. Yeah. You have a question, and ask your question.
Computer literate matters a lot in this matter.
If you have a question, you raise your hand, please. That's how we'll do it here. Augustina.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, as you are going through, I am clicking mine together with you, but where I don't understand why my own is not coming up is in this note taking. If as I'm clicking it, is not giving me the drop down where we take notes. I don't know if there's anything that I'm not doing correctly.
Where you take notes.
Yes.
Okay.
And resource.
If you go to file, let's see.
I think it's in resource. Is it file? No, it's not coming up.
Yeah. I think maybe it's a glitch. You can see my own is not.
It's not responding to.
Yeah, it should be a technical glitch. If you close it and open it again, it should be able to work. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. But you see, initially
But
on.
first, your own was working, yes.
So it should be a technical glitch.
Okay.
It happens like that at times.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
this one is so that's it. But you saw initially when I click on that.
Yes. That was what even prompted me to ask you, Sam, because it was working when you were using it just now.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you close and open and see. It should be able to work. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir.
All right.
Then my second question, sir.
Okay.
When the plan is in a draft, is it when we can send to whoever that is going to approve it before we baseline it?
Yes, you need to send your line manager the full drafts.
Okay.
So once they are happy,
then
it means that they have approved your work. Then you baseline it and start using it. You don't baseline, you do not baseline before you send it to them. Even if you baseline and send it to them, if they are not happy, you need to clear the baseline and then go back to draft and recapture whatever they want you to capture.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Nicholas.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
Thank you for today's lecture.
Nicholas, our class will put camera on.
Yes, sir. My camera is on, sir. So I wanted to add to the note. I think you have to select a a a project information before a task information before you can add the note. But my question is about the baselining.
Okay.
So I wasn't really clear about it. If you have to make changes, like okay, you have a milestone that is set now, and a change was implemented for another 2 months. Do you clear the previous baseline before creating the new path, or
If
you
you
you create the
if you
path?
if you have started working on your project, you cannot clear the baseline. You can only clear
Okay.
baseline when you have not started at all. You are saying, but once
Okay.
you make the first baseline and start work, you cannot clear anything. It means deleting record. So you can't clear baseline once the work have started. Once work have started, it means some people have worked, you have paid them. So you don't clear any baseline at this point. You can only clear a baseline when you have not started anything. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I get your point, sir. So now going back to the draft, you now have to add the changes to a new baseline.
What baseline means is just saving your work. You know what? I use version. Do you know what versioning means?
Okay,
Like I say,
versioning, like
version one, version. Okay, you see all the textbooks we read. In our textbooks
yes,
we read, you see first edition, you have second
exactly.
edition. Do they throw away the first edition because they are creating
No,
second edition? The
no,
second
they'll make
No.
the first edition will still be there. Then they create second edition, they create third edition and fourth edition. So the purpose is for you to see the progress of historical improvement on a
Okay.
document, you know.
Okay.
So if you are on third edition, if you have not published that third edition, you can still clear baseline you want, but make sure if you baseline, you have not started using it. Because once you baseline and use it, it's just like you are writing a textbook, you wrote third edition, you publish it, you sell it in the market, and there is criticism about that textbook. You want to delete it, delete some. No, any change you are making on that because of criticism or anything is going to be on fourth edition. You can write fourth edition, but that one you have published, you cannot make any change on that textbook because it has been published. So that is the way it works. Any work has been approved, you used it. Project your plan you have used, you cannot make change. So any baselining is a new project plan
Okay.
within that project. Meaning that you can have up to 12 project plans in a single project. I mean,
Okay.
11 project plans, because you can see the baselining is from 0
Oh,
to 10. So it means you can have up to 11 project plan in a particular project. But all of them must carry a version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4.
okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, I was following you while you were going through the screen. So I don't know where I pressed or what I clicked, but I think I clicked on the work duration. So it just ticked like green. I want to take it off. I don't know how to take it off again.
Work duration.
Yes, it gave me to about ticks, green ticks on my project brief, stakeholder identification, project kickoff, and the initiate. So I've been struggling to remove it.
So like where are you talking about? Where just tell me. Are you seeing your screen?
Yes, I can see it. Can I send my screen to WhatsApp?
No, I can't do that. So if you can tell me exactly, you should know where you play. Don't tell me you don't know where you play.
Like it shows that my work has been completed. The ones
Where
that
exactly did you click? Which tab? These all these are tabs, right? So where exactly are you?
I've even forgotten.
No, if you don't know where you are, then that's why I can do.
Shows the task was completed on, like, if I click on it, that is what I see.
On which on task usage.
Yes, yes, on task usage. So I'm trying to take off the ticks, the green ticks.
Okay, the only thing I can do for you is for you to share your screen because I don't really know what you're talking about. Yeah. If you can share a screen, maybe I might be able to know exactly where you are. You can share a screen. You know how to share a screen. When you want to share, select the whole screen. Entire screen. Just show entire screen. Once you share entire screen, then go to ProjectLibre and select ProjectLibre and you share.
Oh my. I'm trying it. It's not coming up, sir.
Okay, screenshot your work and look at it.
Okay.
So, yeah, screenshot your work and take a look and I'll see you have a look.
I will do that, sir.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. And you keep practicing. Don't you practice makes perfect, and don't be scared of clicking. So you keep on clicking, and but make sure you know where you're clicking. So,
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
okay, thank you. If you're trying to share,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, and
Mm.